Thank you very, very much, Brian. Once again, this is Rocco Passafuime in for Howie. I'm broadcasting on the beach. And for our last segment of the evening, we're going to turn it right back to our Passion for Pets lady, Miss Christine Filardi. So take it away.
Thank you so much, Rocco. So, Hardy, you're involved with a really cool app. Why don't you, it's Paw Parks NYC. I know nothing about apps. I'm embarrassed to say it, but it's the truth. So why don't you tell us about this app?
Okay. All right. So it's pawparks.nyc. It's a free app in the App Store now, and this is an app for dog park goers.
Okay.
What you can do with this app is you can actually make a paw file for your dog, and then you can rate your dog on size, temperament, and activity level.
Okay.
When you check into a local park, our sponsors will feed a shelter dog or give a free product to a shelter dog.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's the users can use it by seeing which dogs are in the parks, like I said, by size, activity, and temperament, and yeah, so it's an app to give back to the shelter dogs.
I love this. Okay, so I just want to understand this correctly. I'm a little challenged technologically. So I would have this app on my phone, and I would want to see who's in the dog park here in Nickerson Beach,
right.
The types of dogs, the temperament, the weight, and decide if I want to go in there.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Well, yeah, take for example if you have like a Chihuahua and you want to go to the dog park but you don't want to show up to a pack of Dobermans, you want to look into your app and see that there's a bunch of other little Chihuahuas playing that day, and then you want to take your dog. So,
I love this. Yeah. Oh wow, this is a great idea. So you basically know what you're walking into before you make the long trip there.
Yeah.
And then just so we understand about the sponsors, so then tell us, if you can tell us who the sponsors would be?
Yeah. Our current sponsor right now is Bogo Bowl. I always say the name of where they live wrong, so I'm going to skip that part.
Okay.
I think it's Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa. Okay, I did it. So yeah, so we work with whoever's our sponsor at the time, and we work with the shelter each month, and whoever's checking in, we keep track of that, and then they make a donation to the shelter.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, just if you can tell us, if you know this, how are the shelters chosen? Are they chosen one at a time? If you know anything about that process, I'm just curious.
Yeah. It kind of just happens, you know. We'll be working with one, and we go to adoption events, and then we start talking to other shelters, and it just kind of unravels, you know. We just try to go to a bunch of different events and get the word out, and then people just kind of start coming to us.
Okay, so it all falls into place.
Yep.
And one final thing I want to go back to, because I think you made a great point. I know you made a great point when we did our little clip earlier, because I, of course, am among the challenged, just in the dog walking, nothing else, of course. You had given 3 points about, proper technique, and if you could just go back to that, and if you want to add anything, Hardy, please go for it, because I, to this day, have a challenge walking my dogs. And of course, I am to blame, but considering I've had dogs that want to take people's heads off, I'll take improper leash behavior over some other challenges. Everything's relative, right, folks? I'm certainly not advocating you should not walk your dog properly. You should, and not on a retractable leash. If you want to talk about retractable leashes, be my guest.
Okay.
It's just that when you do get rescues that have sat in a yard for several years on a chain like I have, I'm just happy that he doesn't want to take anybody's head off. We'll get to the leash walking. So if you could just tell our audience a little bit about proper techniques, tips you offer.
Okay. All right. Well, I always tell my clients that they should be the first one going out the door. You want to show your dog that you're going to be leading the walk.
Right.
And you don't want to get them so excited for a walk. They're going to enjoy it regardless. So if you have an excitable dog, just think about that. Try to just go into it calmly, because believe it or not, a lot of our energy is transferred right through the leash.
I know that.
Yeah, and if we're too excited, then our dog is going to be the same way. So just try to stay calm for your dog, and maybe bring some treats and do some training on the walk, and just keep up with those kind of things, because a dog is never trained. A dog is always in training, and a lot of people just think, hey, I taught my dog how to sit, and now he's going to know how to sit no matter what. But you want to always set your dog up for success.
Right. Excellent.
And,
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Great tips. really great tips. I want to thank you again, Party Duhaney. Oceanside Dog Walks. Let's get a screenshot of his shirt. Oceanside Dog Walks. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Dog
thank
walks and dog training. Of course, if you have any other questions, you can always contact me, your pet shed peer, the Halftime Howie radio show. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christine. And I want to thank everybody that participated tonight. Christine, Joe, Andrew, everybody did such an amazing job. Everybody worked so hard. And not only are these people great colleagues, but they're wonderful, loyal friends. And I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Halftime Howie for giving me the opportunity to do this. And again, not just a great colleague, but a wonderful, wonderful friend who's always been in my corner. And you can ask for more wonderful people than the people I work with here. So also, just to close, I'd like to thank my wonderful parents and all my friends and all that kind of stuff, just to show them that, you know, I'm appreciative of everybody in my life. So I'm going to end off the show in pure Halftime Howie style. We're
out of time.
No, sorry. We filled in for halftime. Leona, thank you for your time. Please join us next Sunday night for another edition of Halftime. But this time, we're out of time. See you next Sunday!